Hello, folks. It's the Boston Source checking in here right now, and I have a guest that has a bout coming up this Saturday at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. He is undefeated with a record of 19-0, and he hails from Mesa, Arizona. I present to you the WBC USA Super Lightweight Champion, Trini Ochoa. What's going on?
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Oh man, very thankful for you to join on here with the Boxing Source. You're a few days away here from your bout in Phoenix against Hylon Willliams Jr., scheduled for 10 rounds. Now, how excited are you to be fighting here in Phoenix?
I'm always excited. It's always like a birthday party whenever I fight. All the family, all the friends, all the celebrating after the win. So I'm excited to go and get that dub again.
Yeah, gotcha. Now, you won the WBC USA Super Lightweight title in your last bout there against Jose Jacobo, and that has you ranked there in the contender in the division. Now, go over that fight and how well you performed to get that unanimous decision win.
Yeah, it was a good fight. He was a 15-1, so he's obviously an upcoming prospect as well. So it felt good to take away that record for him. Um, it was a good fight. He tried to outbox me. He tried to, he stayed on his back foot most of the time. Towards the end there, he started to run where I obviously showed I wanted it more, and I came forward and I put it on him.
Yeah, you were able to put pressure on him and eventually hurt him there a little bit. Like it looked like you were trying to go for the stoppage there, but I think
Yeah,
once he got hurt, he went into that well, not necessarily like a defensive mode, but almost like a
yeah,
avoidance mode type of thing. It's one thing to have defense, but it's another thing to try to, as they say, survive through the the 10 rounds or whatever schedule rounds they have for
yeah,
the fight. You know what I mean?
yeah. And that's where I shine the most. I feel like is these longer rounds because I've always had great conditioning, great cardio, so I don't slow down in the 10 rounds. I pick it up.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, with this upcoming bout here Saturday, it's your first defense of the WBC USA title there, super lightweight. It can lead to bigger fights there in the near future. Now, that 140-pound division has been very active there recently. And, while there are, four champions in the division, there are also some notable contenders out there. Now, what are your plans this year to climb up those rankings and eventually fight for a world title?
Yeah, I want to get another belt, take as many belts as I can, and keep moving up in the ranks. And we're ready right now. We're ready for anybody. So, and any opportunity we get, well, we're gonna take it.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing is, with like I was talking about with the activity there in the super lightweight division, they got like a number of fights there. Particularly at the top of the super lightweight division. I think in the following week, you're gonna have two world title fights. And I know that there's a number of other contenders out there that have some upcoming bouts as well. So after this, we take care of business here on this Saturday. You're going to be on the lookout there for those fights that are happening, particularly on March 1st. And then I think there's going to be some more fights within the 140-pound division that are going to be scheduled here in the near future that you could keep your eye on.
Yeah, we're gonna stay ready. We plan on staying ready after this fight, staying in shape and not stopping the grind.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now you've been in the gym there. Seen there on social media that you've been in the gym there with Team Benavidez and worked there with Jose Benavidez Senior. What were you able to learn while being there in that particular camp?
Dude, we learned so much. My first 2 years of boxing was with them. That's where I learned. That's where I got my foundation from. So all that hard work, all that, everything it sticks with us to this day. And I say us because my dad's my trainer, and he was with me every step of the way back for those 2 years too. So he learned a lot, I learned a lot, and we're taking everything we can. We keep a lot of it with us today, and we're just moving forward with that.
So you were like out there in Seattle, and man, that's like you way out there. They got like mountains and the air that's
Yeah,
crazy out there. So you're able to like as you mentioned there, as far as like the 10 rounds and going 10, 12, you go 15 rounds because you
yeah,
had that conditioning, being out there in like Seattle and that type of thing.
yeah. No, for sure, and just training with them as from the start of my career as an amateur, and just watching how they train, how they. You see David. he throws tons of punches, right? He doesn't stop
Mhm.
coming. And I have that with me too. Like I could do that. I could just keep going throughout all 10 rounds, and I, we follow their schedule. We follow, a lot of our own things, and it all works out in the end.
Yeah, gotcha. Now, in addition to working out there in Seattle with the Benavidez camp, you've spent time with IBF lightweight champion Vasyl Lomachenko in the past. He's known for lots of movement as far as like side to side and things like that, and also timely punching. Was there anything else that he showed that stood out to you?
First of all, I was so excited to get in the ring with him and learn all that firsthand because obviously he's one of the greatest right now, and so it was a big honor to step in that ring with him. And oh yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. It was fun having to dance with him, in the ring. Try not to let him get those angles on me, those crazy angles,
Hmm.
and work my footwork. But the biggest thing I took away from him was the pace of the fight. At that level, the pacing of the fight is different. There's always something going on, whether it's just a little step, a little feint, a little something. There's always something going on, and I kept that with me. And in sparring, it leveled me up big time because now I'm consistently always making sure I'm doing something in the ring, whether it's just moving a little bit, throwing a little feint, doing something good. It'll tire your opponents out a lot quicker.
Yeah, because with working there with Vasyl Lomachenko, you do have to like think a lot or think on the fly a lot with him. With his movement and like he could be herky jerky at times, or he could step in and out of the pocket at different times there. So you got to be able to time him correctly or see how he moves in order to as they say, like have the right move there for him. Because in the ring it's like chess with just two people there in the ring. So you got to be able to properly have the right moves in order to get the better of your opponent
Definitely.
there. You know what I mean?
Uh, yep, definitely. With him, especially, it was like I always had to try to be 2, 3 steps ahead because if I wasn't, then he was gonna get me.
Yeah, yeah. And you see like the work ethic that he has, there while being at the gym too. So you kind of like see how we handles things also. Being in the gym preparing for his fights. Now of course there you have the upcoming bout at the Celebrity Theater there, and you've been working with I think it is Roberto Vargas and Iron Boy Combat Sports. How has it been working with Roberto Vargas there over the course of your career?
Yeah, it's been good. They've always get me these fights at the Celebrity Theater in my hometown, near my hometown. So it's always fun to fight in front of my family, my friends, the crowd, and that's the best part right there. I can't ask for more.
Yeah, with that your upcoming bout this Saturday against Hylon Willliams Jr. at the Celebrity Theater. You've had like a majority of your fights out there, and it's like a short drive, 15 miles or whatever it is, where you're from. Tell us about the community there within Mesa and Phoenix, and how they have supported you throughout your career.
Yeah, I mean, if you ever been in one of my fights, you'll see the big support there. They fill up the Celebrity Theater. We got a huge crowd, huge friends, huge family. They always show up to support, and they always roll deep. So it's always really fun. It's like a party up in there. So it's exciting, and just growing up, walking through the stores, everybody just showing love. Showing, saying what's up, and nothing beats that. So I appreciate everybody over here in Mesa.
Gotcha. Now you were talking about there that you have your father there working with you as your trainer. Like how has that been as far as like having him with you by your side? Pretty much like once you first started picking up the gloves up to this particular point right now.
Yeah, no, and it started before that. He's always been right there next to me, like even before boxing, even I was still in junior high getting the fights then. He was always right there to guide me in the right way. So it's a trusting. I trust him with everything I have, and so it works out for being my coach and stuff. Yeah, we go back and forth sometimes, typical father son stuff, but most of the time, I know what needs to be done, and he knows what needs to be done, and we're always on the same page. So it really works out great.
Yeah, gotcha. Because one of the things as far as like the boxing scene right now is a number of fighters, or if they're, fairly notable, that they have, relationship with their father, and they're, like right there as far as like getting them up the ranks or building them to the point that, where they're at, right now. And, that type of relationship is key there for, having a fighter being able to work to become, a world champion eventually there later on in their professional career. And, having your father there right by your side is, a big thing there for you to, like I said, step in the ring, perform, the way you perform, getting these wins, and building your way up the ranks there, currently there in the super lightweight division, right? Uh, now, I talked about a couple of places that you've been at as far as like, working and training and things like that. Where would you say is the most interesting place that you've trained in?
Ooh, Big Bear was pretty fun. That was back when I was an amateur with Benavides, and then we went to Big Bear one time. That was a really nice place. That was my first time seeing like snow fall. Like so, it was cool. Man, Seattle was nice too. I'm not gonna lie. I probably want to say Seattle because I just like that rainy, that coffee weather. I love coffee, so
Mm,
so I probably want to say Seattle. It was different too. It was a good different look from anywhere else I've been.
word, word. Now, yeah, I know that there, being on that you had the thing there with fighting, but also in your spare time that you delve with drawing art and all of that stuff there, right? Now, what is your favorite piece of artwork that you've done?
That I have done
Mhm.
probably my. Oh, I haven't drawn in like a year or two now, but I always go back and forth and dabble in it. But probably the last one I did, it's on my Instagram. That's probably my favorite so far. I mean, I think that was my best piece I've done, and I had a lot of fun with it, getting into it, and again, and all the background and stuff in there is pretty fun.
Word, word. I mean, let's think about it. Sometimes it's, kind of like a almost like a release outside of being in the gym and things like that. So if you had like a hobby like doing art or a few other things like maybe like video games or something
Yeah,
that
always
you
a
can
lot of
play.
video games.
Where what you got, like a PS5 or something like that? Like
I got a PC. I'm on my gaming PC right now doing the
okay.
interview. I
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
PS5 as well. I got a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So mainly I use the like the PC. You got the Steam on there, and I know that you
Yeah.
got the joint with Undisputed. Now, I haven't really had the time to play that game that much. You feel me? But that's something right
I
there.
got
That
one of these Steam Decks too.
oh, okay.
For
Yeah.
when
So
I'm in bed playing.
yeah, yeah, gotcha. So I mean, that's one thing to kind of like use your free time and things like that. But yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, I mean, I got Undisputed, but I used to like play something like that or like Marvel versus Capcom
Oh,
2.
that's a classic. I
Yeah.
remember as a kid, me and my older brother would go with the family to a hotel over there, and they always had a Marvel Cap versus Capcom machine, arcade machine downstairs, and we would always be on that thing playing all day.
Oh man, so yeah, you be what is it like Wolverine or what I'm saying? Well,
Yeah,
it's well, I got MVC3, so they got like Modoc or Doctor Doom. I
yeah,
use
yeah. I
Doctor
got, I got,
Doom.
I got those too. I even have the original one on Dreamcast.
Oh, okay. Like the MVC3, or they had the MVC2 as well, man. I used to play
Yeah,
that too.
that
So
was that was my favorite one is MVC2, I think.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think I've played MVC3 yet.
I gotcha. Like that. Yeah. Well, they're supposed to have maybe a part 5 now, so I don't know, but I ain't
Yeah,
really caught up with that on that front though. But
yeah,
um, so I got like what is series? It's almost like rapid fire questions type of thing, but it's like only a few questions here, customary questions that I have. All right, your favorite food to eat after making weight?
Oreos. No,
Oh,
after making weight, I was thinking after the fight. No, no, no. Olive Garden after making weight. No Oreos
okay. I
after
mean,
making weight. I still got to
either
be
way.
clean. I still got to be clean before the
Yeah,
fight.
yeah. Okay, gotcha. Um, the fighter that you looked up to, while amateur pro.
Uh, Welterweight Canelo.
Okay, gotcha. What sport would you play if you weren't a boxer?
Baseball.
Ooh,
Football is my favorite though, but I was naturally the best at baseball.
mm, yeah. Yeah, baseball. But for me, that was like toughest sport to me. Like,
Really?
be out there with the with the football or whatever it is, or some of
Uh-huh.
basketball. But baseball, uh, that requires like a whole different level of concentration.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
like the one-on-one aspect, I think, like
Mm-hmm,
comparatively to boxing and the baseball.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Your top 5 pound for pound fighters right now.
Top five. Oh my gosh. It's a long list. Let's say gotta go with dang pound for pound. Let's see. I would probably go with I don't have a specific order right now.
Okay, yeah, that's no problem.
I'm just gonna name five.
Yeah.
We'll go with David Benavidez, obviously. Uh, I want to say for obviously Inoue.
Okay.
Inoue, those are the some easy ones off the top. I want to say in the slightly heavier divisions right now, the best is or not slightly heavier, but around my divisions right now, the best is probably Tank.
Okay.
Uh, Shakur as well is really good defense.
Okay.
Oh shoot, I'm already at four.
Yep.
Freaking what's his name?
What about like Usyk or
Yeah,
Crawford?
yeah, Usyk. That's what I was looking for. Usyk.
Okay, Usyk.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, Usyk. Yeah, let's go with that.
gotcha. So yeah, that is your good list right there, and like you said with David Benavidez, like he's really climbing up those ranks there in the pound for pound rankings and stuff like that. He had that great fight against David Morrell Jr. A couple weeks ago. So man, that to me was like a great fight, man. I was there live. It was. Whew,
Yeah,
yeah, it was just awesome.
awesome,
With
man.
that Las Vegas there too. So that was something right there. Now, like I said, you had this bout here coming up Saturday, Celebrity Theater there in Phoenix. If y'all are there in the Phoenix area, you go ahead and check them out. Like I said, it's like a party out there at the Celebrity Theater. When he's going out there to fight, he'll be out there against Hylon Willliams Jr. there, scheduled for 10 rounds. I don't know if we go 10 rounds or something like that, man.
I
You try
won't
to
let it
go,
go 10 rounds this time.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's going there for for early night, and then after that, we're definitely looking forward to him climbing up the ranks there in the super lightweight division. I think they got you ranked currently in the WBC, also with that USA title that you have. So you're just gonna try to get up there pretty much within those rankings there in the WBC. You know what I mean? I think it's yeah. Speaking of that thing there with the WBC, right? I mentioned it there with March 1st. They got the upcoming bout there with the WBC title on the line there with Alberto Puello and Sandro Martin. So like I said, I mean, you got a lot of activity there at the 140-pound division.
So yeah, no, there's definitely a lot going on right now. I'm excited
Mm-hmm.
to sneak up in there and shock the world when I get my opportunity.
Mm-hmm. It said, well, I got like guests in here. They said, Trini is in, like, your name, like, like, where did, they name you like Trini, where the name came from, I guess.
That's just my name, my birth certificate. My dad's I'm named after my dad, and my dad's named after his Theo, my great uncle, Trinidad.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
where that came from.
yeah. Gotcha. Now, uh, uh, now I was gonna say, like, now you were talking about naming the fighters there that you had like within your top five in your pound for pound or whatever it is there, and also like you mentioned Canelo. Now I know that they're talking about potentially having him and Terrence Crawford, fighting later on this year, and they say like that's like one of those super fights, so to speak. What do you think about that as like a potential fight here coming up later this year?
I think it's a little like crazy, a little out of the ballpark. I just think Canelo's way too big, way too strong for that. I mean, Crawford. Honestly, I would probably put Crawford in my top five too, because obviously he showed it. I'd probably swap him for Shakur, if we could do that going back. But anyways, Crawford's really good, great fighter. But I just think Canelo's too big, too strong, and maybe if it was just some random, person at that way, Crawford could take him, but not Canelo.
Mm. Now the thing was, is like when it was initially talked about with Crawford, like going up to like super middleweight to potentially face Canelo. Some people brought up that like, yeah, like you could fight like other guys there at 168, or at least at the time, like they were mentioning, David Benavidez there as like a guy, or maybe a Caleb Plant or something like that. There at 168 before going up against Canelo, because yeah, Canelo as the well, I would say the champion, the real champion there at super middleweight. But to like go from where you're at from 147 and then having one fight at 154 and going straight to 168, that like you say, that's kind of
It's
crazy.
a bit much, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, yeah, going into that, like you say, you're campaigning there in the super lightweight division. They're like what I had. The WBC at least currently had you at about like what 38 or 39 there. So like I said, I mean, you got like a few of these fighters out there that you could potentially face here in 2025, and we're trying to get you there to be as active as possible. Because hey, even last year you were able to have like 3 fights last year. That's really key to be able to get in the ring and get back in the gym in order to set yourself up for another fight and staying sharp.
Yeah, we're always staying ready, so we're hoping to get at least three more fights again this year, move up the rankings, and hopefully get something big. Because like I said, we're ready for anybody right now. If there's any big opportunities out there, we're gonna take it, and we're ready to move up.
Yeah, that's the thing too. It's about staying ready, because you never know if there's something where they could call you for opportunity, and they'll be like, "Hey, we got a fight here that's like 2 weeks notice, but it's a guy that's like with it ranked within the top 10 or the top 15 there like in the WBC or overall there at super lightweight." You say, "Hey, this could be my opportunity right here to quickly climb up the rankings there." So like you said, staying in the gym, you always are able to be ready for something like that if it happens.
Yeah, for sure, and that's the plan. We hope that opportunity comes up because we're gonna be ready for it.
Yeah, gotcha.
Gonna have to ease off the brownies and the cookies, unfortunately, but it's a
Yeah.
sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah. You can't have them Oreos, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Because
no.
that'll completely throw you off if they have
Hmm.
something like that. You don't want to be saying no because you're in the middle of eating
Yeah.
5 6 Oreos. You feel me? So let's
Hmm.
think about it. Yeah, let's think about it. But like I said, you got like a few days away here, like Saturday coming up this Saturday. They're at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona, against Hylon Willliams Jr. They're just looking forward to that bout coming up here. Big thanks for you to join here on the Boxing Source, and looking forward to seeing what's coming up here on Saturday night. And I know, like you said, you're going to have a lot of family, a lot of friends there to support you. And those, like I said, if y'all there over in Arizona, you make that drive over to the Celebrity Theater, be able to check out Trini Ochoa there in action, as he's going to be on the way to becoming 20-0 there on that night on Saturday. If anything is, I know you got the thing there on Instagram. Is there other social media accounts that you have for people to follow?
Right now, just Instagram. You can try to find me on Facebook too, Trini Ochoa. Yeah, just Instagram.
Gotcha. So y'all follow him on Instagram. There, what do we have it there? Because I know he had the thing. What is it? Trini 8A.
Yep.
There on Instagram. There for y'all to follow him, and you'll be able to get updates on this upcoming fight Saturday, and what else will be going on here with Trini Ochoa here in the near future. There, but once again, big thanks for you to join here with the Boxing Source, and definitely looking forward to what's going down on Saturday night. And then we're going to catch up with you for more when you're going to climb up the ranks there in the super lightweight division.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate you. It was good talking to you.
Gotcha. No problem, man. All right, y'all. Check y'all later. Peace out.